Hi guys,
Hai.
good morning.
Morning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for your attention. We are from 12 group of 12, and before we explain about it, let me to introduce ourselves. Beside me, Dandi Setiawan, next Aldriyan, and last Marlina S. And now presentation will be explained by Aldriyan. The component of competence. Social science perspective individual components. Multifacetation. As an individual component of intercultural communication competence, the desire to make a commitment in relationship to learn about the self and after and remain flexible. Number two, knowledge. Knowledge is as an individual component of intercultural communication competence, the quality or knowing about oneself, that is one's strength and weaknesses, others, and various aspects of communication. Number three is self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is related to intercultural communication competence, the quality of knowing how one perceives as a communicator, as well as one's strength as weaknesses. And next, number four is other knowledge. Other knowledge is related to intercultural communication competence. Knowledge about how people from other cultural think and behave that will also help you be a more effective communicator. Number five, linguistic knowledge is knowledge of other language besides one native language, or of the difficulty of learning a second or third language. Number six is attitude. Attitude is an individual disposition or mental state as a component of intercultural communication competence. Attitude includes tolerance for ambiguity, empathy, and non-judgmentalism. Number seven is tolerance for ambiguity. This is with an individual copes with the situation in which a great deal is unknown. Number eight is empathy. Empathy is the capacity to walk in another person's shoes. And next, number nine is transpection. Transpection is cross-cultural empathy. And number 10, non-judgmentalism. Non-judgmentalist is free from evaluating according to one's own cultural frame of reference. And next, the IA exercise. The IA exercise is a device that helps us determine if we are communicating at a descriptive, interpretive, or evaluative level. Only descriptive statements are non-judgmental. And the last, behavior and skill. Behavior and skill is adaptation to each other is a form of respect to all because it is nearly impossible to find a common ground for certain behaviors. And the next presentation will be explained by Dandi. Interpretive perspective. Competence context. Intercultural communication competence in medical context using the framework described earlier. Motivation, attitude, behavior. Researchers examined through observation and in-depth interviews. The degree to which the Canadian physicians were competent in their intercultural communication with immigrant patients. Intercultural competence in medical in this context involve getting to know the cultural identities of their patients, something most physicians did not think was essential in their job. Taking time to understand cultural values and showing interest in the patient's cultural background. Number 3. Critical perspective, competence for both. A critical perspective reminds us that individuals' competence may be constrained by the political, economic, and historical context. Early research on communication competence conducted gradually by white researchers and using data from white respondents failed to take into account issues of power differential in understanding competence. And then the critical perspective that forces us to rethink intercultural communication competence. Indeed, you don't have the skill to push your own thinking about intercultural communication, first strength and weakness, as they help and hinder your ability to communicate. And the next presentation will be explained by Marlina.
Applying knowledge about intercultural communication. 1. Entering into dialogue. Engage into dialogue through mutual listening, exchange narrative, openness, curiosity, and empathy. Listening to all voice and be understanding. Number 2. Becoming interpersonal allies. Intercultural alliances born between individuals or groups across cultures characterized by a sharp recognition of power and the impact of history and by an orientation of affirmation. Number 3. Building coalition. Coalition can arise from these multiple identities. Our multiple identities gain meaning in context, we many transcend identities in favor of others, difficult because of identity neglect, and we must strive for balance. Number 4, social justice and transformation. Johnson 2001 give the following very concrete suggestions for working towards social justice and personal transformation. Number 1, acknowledge that trouble exists. Many involved in operation, those at the top, many in privilege, call it something else, or found those who are oppressed. Number 2, pay attention. Johnson points out that there is a great deal of literature available repressing many marginalized voices, but these are rarely heard. Number 3, do something. The more you pay attention to privilege and oppression, the more you see opportunities to do something. Forgiveness. Sometimes the culture divide simply seems to help. Sometimes there are grievances perpetrated by one cultural group upon another or by one individual on another that are so brutal as so suggestion listen about sound hollow and idealistic. Forgiveness is an option to promoting intercultural understanding and reconciliation. As we know, forgiveness is more than a simply right of religious correctness. It requires a deep intellectual and emotional commitment during moments of great pain. It also requires a letting go, a moving on, a true transformation of spirit. The next presentation will be explained to Nando.
Next, what the future holds. The future holds global challenge for intercultural communication in political, military, and economic context. 1. In political terms, the rise anti-Americanism is an increasing challenge for U.S. Americans become aware of the French anti-Americanism in the wake of their disagreement over the invasion of Iraq. 2. In military terms, the United States is embarking on more and more overseas operations. Although not the primary reason for their assignment overseas, U.S. soldiers can play important roles in foreign relations as cultural ambassadors. 3. Economic change. Shift toward a more global economy means decreasing ability for Americans to live in an isolated monolingual world. 4. America is seen a rich bully. Even here in America, there is a sense of anti-Americanism. 5. Internet source. Friendship to education. the Council on International or Educational Exchange or CIAE. 3. Global Exchange. Summary: intercultural communication competence is both individual and contextual. Social science research has identified 4 individual components of intercultural communication: motivation, attitude, behavior, and skills. The level of competence are unconscious incompetence, conscious competence, and unconscious competence, interpretive and critical perspective emphasizes the importance of contextual constraints on individual intercultural competence. Applying knowledge about intercultural communication includes entering into dialogue, becoming interpersonal allies, building coalition, and working for social justice and personal transformation. Forgiveness is an option when transgression of one cultural group on another is too brutal to understand. The future holds global challenge for intercultural communication in political, military, and economic contexts. I think enough. Thank you for your attention and question session. Any question? All right, Daniel.
My name is Aldriyan I.F, NPM 0185. Would like to ask some question that is why you just not put the one from the political or just military? Because from me or from the other side, military and political have the same means. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aldriyan. Any other? Okay, Misa.
My name is Marlina S, NPM 0203. I would like to ask for your group why might people not be motivated to engage in intercultural communication? Thank you.
Okay, give us wait a minute for answer your question. Thank you. Okay, next. Any other question? Okay.
My name is Yesi Satyani, NPM 0208. I would like to ask your group, what are strategies for thinking about and reflecting on one's own thinking? Thank you.
Thank you, Yesi. Wait a minute.
I would like answer your question by Lisa. Why might people not be motivated to engage in intercultural communication? One reason is that members of large powerful groups often think they don't need to know much about other cultures. There is simply no incentive in contrast. People from less powerful groups have a strong incentive to learn about and interact with more powerful groups. You understand? Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I would like to answer your question by Tania. Why you just not the one from the political or just military? Because military and political from other people have the some means. Political and military similar but not the same. The military are tool to maintain state power of the trade in the country and abroad. While political is the regulatory authority in the country. Okay, thank you.
I would like answer the question by Yesi. Adopting across culturalist stance, seek and extend cultural understanding and apply cultural understanding to guide your everyday action in your life, using and applying the knowledge that you should know from reading the textbook about intercultural communication. Includes entering into dialogue, becoming interpersonal allies, building coalition, and working for social justice and personal transformation in yourself. You understand? Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your question, and I think you know. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.